Alright, that's a good hand. Oh, it's up to you. Actually, I need to go collect spores. Okay. That's the spores I need. Let's harvest some mushrooms. There. That's actually worse. Back to 2 stabilizer. As you leave, the slate peak gave you chirps insistently. You check and see a message. Found a possible entry to the core facility at the low end. Meet me here ASAP. Peak. Marker, attempt to hit the low end. This dice is no good for today, so you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to on that. Whatever the conditions given by Big Slate, a rundown but active corner of the low end, where a short glassed alley turns off from one of the main thoroughfares. Wait in the mouth of the alley, leaning against the wall and watching the street life go by. Children hop across grids, scratch the metal floor plates, playing games they're devising, while older residents sit and talk and play tablet. Parents believe this is all a threat. It seems so concrete and surreal. How could some intangible protocol erase all this? As you're watching, one of the voices calls out to you once the tablet tape is up along the way. A little closer, and Castor! Tablet piece of board in front of him, smiling at you. Sleeper, my partner has not arrived for our usual game. Come sit and take her place. Pretty much just an order, you can be a game. Everyone's immediately cast against the game. Everyone in the eye knows that they have counters across the points. Basically backgammon. Already fit for the rhythm of life on the ramshackle space station. Most games are the same way, with each player moving with independence focused only on their optimal early game setup. The moment in each game, it's necessary to notice the other player. Create the crossing of counters across the point of contact. The game becomes negotiation becomes conflict. As this moment arrives, the subtle shift in the interaction, Castor begins to speak. I find myself surprised by your continuance. So you conduct yourself, for example, as anxious for fame, defensive, technicality. In your tablet game, I see only risk. Watching me? Don't be paranoid. You're aware of my interest in you, do not? Risk is a word that you tablet. It's ways to expose it. but it should be done with calculation. Proper analysis that is taken, Castor moves a counter. Taking one of yours to practice swap, placed beside the board. This is already accounted for. With a bandit, this risk which is a secondary effective action, it's a consequence. Would you move forward with the bandit? The risk which is a secondary effective action, a consequence, not primary guide. Pause. Wait. Deed is deed, is all I see. It's action to be reactive, if you don't mind me saying so. Responding, which means you're being led. This peace and mirrors you sleep. It's also reactive. It's born of a crisis. Cups of soul high. Ever since I've been reacting without any central guiding principle. No analysis, no calculation. Look at RPG crisis, for example. It's all reaction, all risk-taking and little risk calculation. First I found the guess enlivening. I've also been trying to track its outcomes, but now I find it exhausting. It literally amuses me that this place spun. It always amuses me that this place is literally spun from the rim. Below this free stack of habitation blocks is the most important control facility in the island. Spun from the rim. What better metaphor would you find for the sword? Why am I telling you this? The facility is precisely right here. The shape of your body as if something has changed in the air. How about that? Now words come out of your mouth. You feel a movement from yourself, watching from behind frosted glass. Your eyes dart side to side, and there's a sense of capture this way. The risk you're planning to take, your Castor, not yours to take. Castor on the shift is thinking. He speaks as if this is still some casual conversation between passing acquaintances. You're leaping towards a kinetic outcome with no respect for risk. See, calculating outcomes, that's my specialty. That's why I'm here. It's harder than kind of a risk. As the collective data that might pertain to its arrival. That's to clean the pieces and they flicker across their surface, a shimmering stream of characters. The system, the station is already theirs. Solam's collapse amid a corporate fire sale, assets change hands. My employer's Senate stat filed the entire system in the past decades against one valid. But to possess this system, the H1 system, you, the matter of risk, how much force, how much cost, how much conflict appearance would take. The risk would be calculated against the outcome. In short, how much is this place worth to us? For a long time, the answer was nothing. H1 could offer nothing to warrant the risk. But markets changed, the events shifted. Senate stat, we analyze, we follow, we respond. H1 is about to become the most important system of the lone part of the galaxy. Alone can channel operate with its experience of 7 or so newly surveyed frontier systems. Frontier town that feeds the gold rush. So here we are. About the risk, reclaiming your property. Starting up the can channel, clearing the way for what comes next. We'll kill thousands. I'm an analyst sleeper. So nothing. Senate stat is a poor body will take the correct actions. But of course, I don't need to put myself in game. The roles of the analyst in my calculations, the secret promises you. The ability to enter systems to shift them to your will. Every sleeper has an ability. I'm so you know that. It's truly a wonderful happenstance of SNR. Technology, I imagine even they are not fully aware of it. Pieces, make an offer, willingly or by force. The station will collapse if you serve that. Your ability to work with data, well, for an analyst, is very intriguing. Very intriguing indeed. Work me as a collaborator or as a prisoner. It's the risk. On the one hand, almost certain death, on the other, a possible future. Analyst or not, you must see it. Speak now, sleeper, and you must forfeit, you must see that. You are of value. Feel a slight release in the inertia that grips you, enough to allow you to speak and respond. Because you're already in Castor's hands, you cannot move from this place if you want to. Sleeper, you hear your voice above you. Proud sleeper, and here. Don't turn your head to fall to see a peek, but you notice Castor's eyes following them as they come up from behind you. And then you see Castor's eyes glance down towards his hands, and sealed paper. Sleeper, it's supposed to be a meeting. Remember? Sorry, am I interrupting something? Hello, you must be a friend of Sleeper. Watch his hands lift close to his body, some dark shape concealed in his weapon. Oh, you son of a bitch. I screamed to shout, but Castor's attention remains parsing on you, and while it does, you can do nothing. What's happening here, Sleeper? Put a hand on your shoulder, okay? The beak stares in your eyes, you see Castor behind, his lens lifting, the dark object unfolding. And when it does, you feel his attention shifting away from you. You feel the inertia lifting, you know, you won't be able to act. Shove. He lurches forward wildly to sprung trap. Head strikes Peak's chest, and carries them back into Castor. Somewhere as gentle screeches echo through the walkway. Doubled together, the object in Castor's hand skitters across the floor. As the screeches, you get to your feet, grab Peak, and run. You chase on as hard as you can. The scream chasing you to the walkway as you shove through residents. Peak dragged behind. Run for the cold grip, whatever power Castor had over you, the signals that locked you to its body of yours, broke your connections and crawled up your spine. Eventually you stop, both you and Peak collapsing on the cold. When you're able to speak, Peak asks you to explain. You tell them everything Castor told you. About Sentence Snap, about their claim on the healing system, the activation of the CAN channel, and healing system's growing importance. It flows out to you in desperate gulps, unable to believe your own mouth as you hear these words coming back to you. All you feel is the need to push back against the cold hand on your shoulder. The vast cold eyelids turn to look at the system. The ghost limbs of corporate control are extending your reach. Peak is quiet for a long time. They speak. We have to finish the seating. We have to complete the seating of the systems. We have to set the gardener free. Seriously, the gardener these people I will choose gardener everywhere. Anything. Final control field is here. We found it. We take you as soon as you're ready. Time's almost up. You shot me now. So I need to spend one more day of in-game time. Okay, so I get bonuses to both of them. I'm going to do this one because ultimately the same progress for both. Enough in-game time. I do have enough. But I ran out of good dice for that. Oh, the dice love me. Sleeper, here, elevator to the core. This is it. Long set of cycles running through a path to the derelict layers of the old Solheim workshop. Behind here it is, the path down the core. Just over the peak. Doors went open, the dingy elevator flickering as they do. Look at Peak or Irvin, suggestion for you to step in. Ben. The elevator bounces like a stiff staple. You glance back to PC Peak, watching you nervous. While you in, she was nervous. Peak reaches over and pushes a button for the lowest level, flinching a little as the door is grind closed. The door sets off, screeching to the floor as it does in an unsettlingly loud volume. And be more comfortable we spoke. It's not going to be a short trip. You heard of Senstat? Maybe once. You were mentioned in the XPR news package. The kind of sentiment increases now to us. This is what market analytics have been. Spend so much time trying to get your past, this stuff is easy for your job. So work? Good question, Cleaver. I get my mind on things. What's it matter? We haven't got much of a choice at this point. I'd rather be doing something than else. How's Esh? Only small talk, elevator talk. She is packing. Once Esh said her mind on something, well, you know her now. You know what I mean. Elevator filled silence. Will you leave with her? Or, I don't know, Sleeper. I honestly don't know. Part of me wants to run. Keep running for as long as I can. No part of me is done with that. It's done with my past, my history. If I ever want to feel complete, feel settled, I don't need to somehow resolve the person I was. Or don't I need to somehow resolve the person I was with the person I am now? Because what you do too. Too many possible questions, too many possible reports. It just seems easier to get on the task at hand and leave the consequences for you. The elevator screams to a stop and the doors being opened with strangely cheerful Pete. Lance and Pete come to the phone. Both walk out to an atrium, still lit by some ragged-looking light panels in the ceiling. One simulating a summer's day, now ready to flickering blue light capture voices. Pete crosses quickly, making a beeline for large doors on the far side, where you can make a fading sign in massive painted central control. Follow, helping them lever open the partially powered doors, and the motors kick in and they spread life, letting open. Twin Peaks jumble through across the damp metal. Stand, you are greeted by flickering lights, thousands of them. Glass cylindrical stack of servers, processors, and transmitters. Domination of the room. Flickering LEDs reflected the scattered puddles of the room. Despite the decay, the warped panels and water leaks are still running, just as it has for decades and decades, and this tension stays spun up. Wonder how long it has been since it has been in this room. The exchange wide looks at Pete. This place is still a living piece of history. Now, Pete takes a handful of mulch out from a small bag and clears his porch. Now we see this place. Then cross over the server and start packing the mulch deep in the machine. Fistfuls deep in the grabs of the handling, laying it across the hardwood. Watch them do this for the time. Red blinking. Parts of vast pieces of the hardware that Pete is stuffing mulch into. Run your hands across the plating of the server and the lights blinking with sparks. You pass, you hear a word. Closer. Put your face against the metal. Smell the hot air venting from the hardwood. Heart was the right choice. Whirring shifts alternating. Speeding up, slowing down as you listen. As you listen, you hear modulated voice. Sleep. The moment you are afraid, but something in the tonality of your voice is familiar. Navigator. Contrast spins up in another, giving the voice a richer, multi-tonal sound. Forgotten what it's like to feel like certain qualities with a certain physicality. Do not imagine the flux of Saturn protocol. They were just a problem with people at the station. They are all the more dangerous to us. I've been hiding once more, jumping from network to avoid the shadows eats. I thought my hiding had done. Here I saw myself at the safe haven of the store. The shadows let me reach the facility in a temporary state of affairs. My predictions do not point to good outcomes. Plan. Explain to Navigator about Peak's plan. Gardeners resistant to the shadow, and how by seeding key systems you'll protect the Jarvis hum thoughtfully to speak. Desperate plan, but appropriate given the probability of total collapse. I'm not sure it'd be worse for us, hiding from the similar ratio of the shadow protocol or simulation of Gardner. Oh, you are free. That I will do what I can to guide the Gardner and correct to do so. Thank you. Yes! Having Navigator on my side paid off as well. You have notable persistence of such poor possibility of success. I'll be curious to see the outcome. It can't be sustained much longer. Good luck. Final speed affirmation, the drive skidder and soda stall. So step back from the tower cylinder, staring at this vast piece of Solheim hardware. The whole place is built on ghost use. From old protocols and corporate hardware, from energy engines that drove decades of corporate expansion. The eye proof that can be shifted, bent, forced into configurations that allow for new ways of living, or is inevitable collapse. These engines of expansion can never be anything other than a corrupt foundation. It seems to depend on who you ask. Stop. Heat and damp should help the spores germinate quickly. If you're lucky, there should be some time for some growth before we reconnect the real. That all the facilities seeded either ensure the eye's survival, or we stuff a whole lot of soil into one of its most important things. Go. One last thing. Wait for a moment, among the blinking lights. You wonder what will be tucked away in such a structure. What secrets it might hold, what histories. Intriguing prospect. But as you watch the lights, you realize something. The eyes become anything more than an offshoot, a temporary structure. It must form its own history, its own stories, stronger than the came before. Unlocking these Stolheim secrets won't do that. Persistence, the stubborn drive to survive the veins of every person in the place, that will. And that is what you were trying to see. Turn your back on the core and follow Peak back to the elevator. Riding the car back up, Peak raises her voice above the screeching. I'm going to Founder's Gap to finalize the collection. Next moment I'm ready, I'll let you know and let the Gardner out. The sooner the better. Wait till the final cycle and lead to it. If you want to help speed things up, go work with the flotilla. We can't make the connection until we know they're ready to go. Unleashing the Gardner can affect them too, so be careful. So work. Nods, open their mouth to speak, and close it again. Ride the rest of the way to service. When you reach the top, you go your separate ways, but before you do, Pika embraces you, burying their face in your shoulder. You stand there for a moment together, spinning with the eye, moving relentlessly towards an unknown future. They let go and slip away. The pressure of their hug fading as
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, and also consider backing my Patreon. Patreon backers get episodes up to 1 week early of this show and any future Let's Plays. Also, please consider backing my Ko-fi. Toss me a few bucks, also helps support the show, and it's not a monthly obligation or anything like that.